Hello, welcome to day 5 of the 40 Murph challenge. I thought I had something else to say there. The 40 Murphs in 40 days challenge. Day 5. And I'm feeling really good again. So I can feel yesterday's workout, but I am not in any pain like I was the first couple of days. So I'm adapting, which is good, which is going to bring me into this segue nicely. There's this principle called the SAID principle, and it basically is specific adaptations for imposed demands, which means, in other words, you get really good at the things you keep doing.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
Now, because I'm doing pull-ups, push-ups and squats every single day at high volume, I'm hoping that in the weeks to come, I can become super efficient at these movements, meaning that I can bang out pull-ups, bang out push-ups, bang out squats with very, not little fatigue, but I can just do it in a nice, smooth manner without having any major implications. The only implication that I am relatively worried about is the how do you say it? Cupidus angle of the arm, which it's a carrying angle of the arm. You get valgus, you get varus, and you get sort of normal range. It's basically, if you put your arm straight down by your side with your palms facing forward, the degree of angle between your wrist and your hip bone is your carrying angle. Now for me, I've got a little bit of a wider one. I'm not super close. I am kind of flared out. It's also to do with my posture. I did a lot of bench press as a kid, so roll shoulders forward. But when I'm doing pull-ups, because it's on a straight bar and I can't manipulate any of the sort of scapular planes or motions, I can feel it through my elbows, and I do have chocolate elbows as it is, ideal. So the repeated motion of that, I'm hoping I don't pick up any irritation or any sort of tendonitis or anything like that. I am really focusing hard at sort of recovery. I'm doing a lot of forearm massaging, a lot of sort of gels and muscle balms, using the gua sha, I don't know how you say that word, the gua sha. Using that to make sure I'm scraping out everything that needs to be scraped out. I am rolling my forearms, I'm stretching my forearms, but again, doesn't matter how mobile or how flexible my forearms and elbow flexors are. If that's the way my body is, that I can't change bone. So that'll just be stuck like that. So I'm hoping that I don't pick up any major implications from that. But the straight bar, it's been fine so far. So I'll keep going. Today I'm going to try a slight different partitioning. I kind of dabbled in it before. I'm going to go for a 50 rounder of 2, 4, 6. Now yesterday I did the 10 rounds of 10, 20, 30, which is very intense. And I know I'm only 5 days into this, but here's my thought process. The intensity is going to be key to, like, the volume will never change. The volume will always be the same. It will always be a 2-mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups and 300 squats. So that's never going to change. It's the intensity that will change. And I think the intensity is going to be key to sort of training effect, to adaptation, to limiting DOMs and soreness. And, hopefully that SAID principle kicks in sooner rather than later. But the intensity is definitely key. Like yesterday I went off hot on the run. I did the 10 rounds. It was much better for mental stimulation, that 10 rounds. Like, it kept me focused and it made the workout seem so much faster. However, I was super hungry the rest of the day and I was quite tired. But today is going to be a bit different. I'm going to go for 50 rounds of 2, 4, 6, with 2 pull-ups, 4 push-ups, 6 squats. I'm hoping I can keep these slow, controlled and continuous. I'm hoping to keep the whole thing under an hour again. I'm also hoping that because it's going to be a more chilled session, I'm only doing 2, 4, 6, that I don't pick up the same fatigue and the workout isn't as intense, meaning that tomorrow I'll be a lot fresher and I can probably maybe go non-linear with my intensity. So I'll maybe go high intensity, low intensity, high intensity, low intensity, sort of wave load it. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. I've got to do today first. I'm talking like I've done it. I'm not even done it yet. But is anybody else still buzzing about the Spider-Man trailer? No, just me. Jen isn't a big Marvel fan. I know, pause. Moment of silence for me, thank you. But I do make sure I get to see the films. So let's talk Spider-Man 3 before I give you the coffee montage. Spider-Man 3? Was it? Spider-Man? No Way Home. Yeah, Spider-Man 3. So, is there 3 Spider-Men? And is there a 6th villain? And what's Doc Ock's deal? Is he good guy? Is he a bad guy? What's happening? I don't know. Anyway, I won't bore you with that because that's not your thing. I got a new t-shirt on. This is my Prince t-shirt. Purple Rain, Prince in the Revolution. Love a bit of Prince. I'm going to play some Prince today again. Yeah, I'm going to do some Prince today. I did Taylor Swift yesterday for that 10 rounder. Didn't work at all. Sometimes you just get the playlist completely wrong. But you already know what time it is. It wouldn't be a JD video if we didn't do a coffee montage. So, coffee montage. Let's go. Alright, we are back in the living room for some mobility and warming up today. Because, well, that's where I left the Theragun and I'm changed and I'm here now. So, warm up today. I'm going to really try and make sure my hips have got a good proper warm up. And also something I keep forgetting to stretch and warm up is my triceps, the back of my arms. So I'm going to try and make sure I get a decent warm up today. Oh. Well, thank you for that, City. That was lovely. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make sure I get a decent warm up today. Try and flush out the system from yesterday, and yeah, that's about it. Cue time lapse. Cue time lapse. Let's go. Alright, day 5, about to get started. Just gonna get the vest on. I'm all stretched, mobilized, warmed. I'm good to go. I'm actually feeling pretty good, but I'm gonna stick to the plan. Try and keep it as low intensity as possible, and therefore hopefully not burn out. Alright, vest is going on. Oh, every time. Here we go. Alright. So, again, today's plan is 50 rounds of 246, and I'm thinking I'm going to partition those 50 rounds into 5s. So I'm going to do 5, have a little breather, 5, have a little breather, 5, have a little breather, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. And hopefully, again, I'm hoping that sooner or later I start to crack this running with a weight vest thing. But until then, I guess it's still going to be awkward and just annoying. But that's it. We're strapped up, ready to go. Run number 1. I just stepped outside. What a pleasant surprise how mild that is. Although it looks freezing, it's actually quite nice. Hope it's not windy as soon as you go around this corner. But it is. Alright, let's go. Run number 1. Alright, just on the way back from the halfway point, holding a 9-minute 35 mile pace. Well, let's just take a second. Look at this view. It's so nice. Alright, catch you when I'm back. Alright, just finished run number 1. I got a 9 minutes and 32 for that mile. Now I'm going to head in, change my trainers, and get stuck into these 50 rounds. The trainers are pretty sick. Check these out. Trainers are changed, straps are on, tape's on. Let's get this first round done. 2, 4, 6, 8. You're gonna do it with me. Oh, timer. 10 seconds. There you go. We get this first one done. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Finished the pull-ups, push-ups and squats. The 50 rounds of 246. It was alright. It felt a little bit slow. I was breaking it up into chunks of 5. Every time I need to take a drink, I would just do 5 before I take a drink. I managed to get it done 32, 39. So almost as quick as yesterday in the bigger sets. So I'm quite happy with that. Figuring out that the intensity still kind of doesn't dictate much of the time. So as long as I can keep that within half an hour, and get my 2 runs done in 10 minutes or less, we're good to go. Right, I'm going to change these trainers again and get out for run number 2. Some days you just get a feeling to take your phone, and this is why. What are you two doing up here? Should you be out on the road? You gotta be kidding. Alright, run 2 done. I got 10, time 46, pretty tough for that. So, catch you inside and I'll take this off. Alright, that's it. Day 5 done. And done and dusted. Time was 52:24. So I'm absolutely buzzing about that. It's my second fastest time. So yeah, buzzing with that with 50 rounds. My hypothesis was right. I managed to keep the fatigue and the sort of the burn in the muscles to quite a minimum. I managed, like the pull-ups today just felt so good because I was only doing 2 at a time. I was managing to just blast through them. Even the push-ups were really good. So yeah, chuffed with that. Happy with that partitioning. I think I'll keep the 50 for sort of lower intensity days. And for the first time ever, I mean my calves and my soleus is quite sore now, but for the first time ever, the second run, I didn't cramp up. And as you see by the video, I almost got chased by goats. So yeah, that's it. Alright, day 5, done and dusted. Day 6 tomorrow. I'm hoping for such and much the same. Some really good workout and decent enough timings. Again, I'm just going to try and keep it under the hour pretty much for most of the next 40 days. But yeah, 5 done and dusted. Catch you tomorrow. If you haven't already, remember, please like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube. Just let's yeah, help me out. Alright, that's it. Catch you tomorrow.